It's a massive night for Manchester City, who are aiming to reach the Champions League final for the first time in their club's history. They're so close now. They go into the second leg of the Champions League semi-final against PSG, 2-1 up. Fraser Dainton's at the Etihad for us this evening. Fraser, good evening to you. Pep, in bullish mood when he was at his pre-match conference. He was asked about City's chances of reaching the final, but this opportunity has been a long time coming for City as a club. And even Guardiola as a manager, it's 10 years since he made it to a Champions League final. So much at stake here tonight.
Yeah, huge amount at stake for this club. They've been waiting for it for a long, long time. Of course, ever since Sheikh Mansour took over as the new owner of Manchester City 13 years ago almost, this will have definitely been one of the targets that he will have had in mind, to get Manchester City to their first ever Champions League final. Their first major final in Europe for 51 years, would you believe? Pep Guardiola has been a huge part of that, very special in terms of his investments and in terms of the patience that they've had in building up the squad that is good enough to get to this final. And although they are 2-1 up after that first leg, predicting European football is about as ideal as predicting the Manchester weather. You never know what's going to happen. So although City will feel that they're in a very good position at the moment, they can't possibly appear to feel comfortable right now.
Now, of course, Fraser, Guardiola rested Diaz, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Foden in the win over Palace. What do you think? We're going to see them back, amongst others?
Yeah, I think there's every chance we will see those back, all of them in actual fact. I think it was 8 changes in total for the game against Crystal Palace. He surprised a few people in his first selection in the away leg not long ago, when he went with not a recognised striker up front. It was De Bruyne, Mahrez and Foden who started that game, but it was certainly successful. The only thing he's got to think about, I suppose, is whether or not he might bring on Sergio Aguero after his starring role in that game against Crystal Palace at the weekend, coming on and playing the full 90 minutes in that game and scoring a terrific goal. He's talked about him having something of an impact on the squad for the remainder of the season before he leaves this great club after having had such a successful career. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has some sort of a cameo role, perhaps, if City might need a goal late on in the game.
Of course, we know PSG are a threat and remain a threat. Their best performances in this season's competition have all been away from home. They've already won at Manchester United, Barcelona and Bayern Munich. To who's to say, Fraser, they don't go and do that tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. As I was mentioning earlier, City cannot afford to feel comfortable going into this game. A lot, of course, rests for PSG on Kylian Mbappe. 38 goals in all competitions for club and country so far this season as part of a very potent strike force, and there are question marks about whether or not he will play tonight. He's struggling with a calf injury. He missed out in the game against Lens at the weekend. It could, of course, be a little bit of a smokescreen for Mauricio Pochettino to try and build up the guessing game for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. But even if he's only part fit, I'm sure they'd love to have him as part of their squad, because even a part fit Kylian Mbappe is going to be a handful for Manchester City's defenders. So a lot riding on this game, and it'll be very, very interesting to see exactly who is on that team sheet when it's revealed a little bit later on.
Looks pretty chilly there, Fraser. In the meantime, thank you very much. So Guardiola will be looking to reach his first Champions League final with a club that is not Barcelona. Pochettino aims to repeat what he did with Tottenham in the 2019 semi-finals. Here's what both of them have had to say ahead of tonight's match.
The second leg semi-final is always the toughest game, more than the final. And we're going to control our emotions, doing exactly what you have to do. And this is what I'm looking for, and try to convince the players that that is the best way to win this game.
Houston, we have a problem, no? If we need to motivate our player, or Manchester City need to motivate the player, or the coaches like Pep, or the coaching staff, or us, you know, we need to have a call if that happens.
Fraser mentioned that Kylian Mbappe is an injury doubt. He missed PSG's match with Metz on Saturday. He's got a calf problem. French football expert Jonathan Johnson doesn't think he's going to start tonight.
We know that PSG were waiting until the very last minute to make a decision on his fitness, so we're all waiting to see exactly what that will be. My gut feeling is that I think he will probably only be fit for a place from the bench. We've seen PSG refuse to take risks with some of their star players' fitness in the past in the Champions League. They had to do without Neymar over both legs against Barcelona. PSG know how important Kylian Mbappe is for their hopes, not only in this game, but in any potential final as well. If you look at the way that he was hobbling in and around the airport before PSG made the flight to Manchester, that doesn't suggest that he is ready and able to start this one.